that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the liability for the engineer is not only insurance and money, but the emotional hit somebody has to take when they hit and kill somebody. So, you know, it's a much more complicated issue when you start looking at all the different pieces of it. It's like the wadded up paper that Dan Clark did.
Sure.
And all those little pieces are a different side to this coin.
Have these folks talked to MRL? I mean, what was the response been back from them? I'm just curious.
I've met with Jim Peterson on this before. They're open to work with us on this. That was probably 4 or 5 years ago. It was a long time ago. I would imagine that a letter would be well received. And just let them know kind of what people are thinking. They haven't themselves reached out because they don't know who to call.
Did they turn this petition into the city?
I turned it into the city, they turned it into us, it was in our mailbox, and I forwarded it to the city. So we still have a copy if you guys wanna see it.
Well, I think it'd be a good idea to send MRL a letter and then also sit down with the city and see if you can't do anything.
Just have a preliminary discussion.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll draft a letter to both and then we can all three review it and go from there.
Maybe see if MRL couldn't attend that meeting also.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
When was this petition thing sent out and done? Because I live I live right across the street from the thing, and I never got somebody to come knocking on my door or anybody saying anything about a petition to sign for any noise zone thing. So this is like really weird to me. Where did this petition come up at? I never heard about it. And I'm less than a block away from it. I mean, I'm right across the street. I don't care if that train honks all night long. It don't matter to me. I tune it out. You get used to it. Don't start something that you can't finish here. You're starting up a little nest here of sayings that it's not going to happen. Just leave it be. Let these people complain. They'll get used to it or something. But this is starting up something that, you know, hey, I have to have them all night long by me listening to the of the train because they work on it right there all night long. So the next step are we going to do, say, now you can't work on the trains right across the street from me at night because it makes noise? I had to get used to it. I have to accept the fact that they were here first. Where I live, I can't control that. I have to get used to it. I'm not going to make them be quiet for me. I have to respect it and get used to it just like everybody else. And I never saw a petition. So how did 7 pages of petition get done? If they're going to go all the way up and down Main Street right there, my house should have been there because I'm right on it.
Melinda, I can't answer your questions, but I can tell you that we give due diligence to all citizens. So the citizens who put this together, I don't know when or if they stopped at your house, that's up to them. But they've brought it to us, and we are giving them the same respect we give you right now with your opinion. They also have an
It's the
opinion,
city's problem, not the commissioner's.
and we're just respecting our citizens
It's
and
the
our
city's
people.
problem too, not yours. So let the city take care of it.
So I will go ahead and follow through, and
Okay.
we can work on this together.
Anything else?
The CBAs are done. We should be able to get those on the agenda. And I will be gone next Monday. I am going to the National Association of Counties Conference. I've kind of mentioned it in passing. And that's in Las Vegas in July, so I kind of feel like I'm being punished. Not looking forward to Vegas in July. But we do have a lot that we're doing with justice and public safety and going to be addressing victim services. So hopefully this debacle that happened this year, we can address at the national level. And for the record, not a penny of my travel will be covered in any way by Broadwater County. So I serve at the pleasure of the Montana Association of Counties on this. Anything they don't cover, I will cover from my own pocket. We'll be gone the 11th through the 15th. I get home about 1 in the morning on the 16th. So I think that's it.
Okay. So we will recess until 1 o'clock and I'll close the door. Thank you, Ann.
Thanks, Ann. Yeah, I lost
Probably need to put that in.
the email.
Record.